Kronos was definitely a gateway into classical music for me. Specifically, the Dracula soundtrack with Philip Glass. It's more like little songs as opposed to like big classical pieces or something, and it kind of made me realize that there can be more similarities between what I was doing, which was rock music, and orchestral or chamber music. I used to practice drums to the Dracula soundtrack, and because it's got all these repeating things, and I used to crank it up on headphones super duper loud, and just play it full tilt drums with, I worked out all these different beats with it. One time I was spending New Year's Eve by myself. I had just done a bunch of traveling and I didn't know anybody where I was living and all this stuff, and I got a bottle of wine and I set up a couple amplifiers, and I was house sitting at this house, and I turned up that Dracula soundtrack extremely loud and set up a drum set, and I drank a bottle of wine and played this stuff, and I just remember waking up the next day kind of like with parts of drum set on top of me, and it was a really fun New Year's, probably the best New Year's I've had. That kind of seed of thinking of quartet with drums really shaped what I do, actually. It was a really super duper inspiring moment for me, actually, to rehearse with Kronos when we were rehearsing for the Lincoln Center premiere of the piece that I did for them. It got down to every single bar. We were experimenting and taking each phrase as far as it would go, and then a little bit further, and then we'd pull it back and go like, that's the sweet spot for that measure. And we did that for the entire rehearsal. To see people that have been doing it that long and still have that drive to make the best music they could possibly make, it made me just really excited to try to be the same.